We're here with head women's soccer coach Emma Morris. Coach Morris, last year you guys had one of the most successful seasons in school history, tied a school record for wins. And once again this year, you guys were picked to finish third in the UMAC preseason poll. Obviously, you lost a lot of pieces, but how do you kind of look to build off of last year's success with some new faces?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, we had an outstanding season last year. Definitely did a lot better than what the coaches poll at the start of the year said that we were going to do. I think that's testament to the girls and where they've come from and how they've built upon, year on year on year, especially those girls that were seniors and have now graduated, Maddie being an obvious one for the goal scoring aspect, and Zoe obviously is our GK. So, it's definitely obviously a challenge to build after losing players like that, but at the same time, we have a really big returning class. We're very lucky with where we're at as a team. We have a lot of obviously returners that are sophomores that now have a year of college soccer under their belt, and so now we're looking at them stepping up and obviously trying to kind of have that breakthrough season for us. And then also our freshmen coming in are doing a really good job. We've been really impressed with them too in practices and scrimmages, and we're excited to see where they go within their 4 years with the program.
Yeah, so you talk about losing your top goalkeeper and then as well kind of your top attacking threat, I would say. So how do you try to fill that void of losing Maddie, who scored a lot of goals? Is that kind of looking at a single person, or are you kind of looking for a collaborative effort up front to make that happen?
Definitely collaborative. We're not very big on trying to rely on one person. It's a team sport for a reason, and it was great obviously to have her banging in goals left, right and center, but at the same time we've got a lot of other girls that can do the same thing. And I think just in the way that we've progressed in the last couple of years with our combination play, keeping the ball on the ground, moving it about, it really opens up those opportunities to get some really nice team goals in there. The other thing, obviously, like I mentioned before, is we've brought in some really good attacking freshmen that we're obviously looking to kind of step up to the plate, and then also some returners that we're looking to have a breakthrough year with us this year. And then I think the other way to combat that a little bit is changing formation and changing tactics. Where I'm very big about trying to adjust our formation and tactics to where we're at as a team and use our strengths, and so that's what we're looking to do to kind of combat those people that we've lost in the last year.
Yeah, you talk about like formations and tactics. So obviously when you look at your roster and even the men's roster on campus, you guys bring in a lot of kids from not only different states but different countries. So what are some things you guys as a coaching staff look at and you talk about with your players of trying to kind of meld everything together and make it all work? Do you kind of cater to the players, or do you try to fuse it with what you guys see, or how does that kind of work?
It's a bit of both. I think what's really unique and great about our roster is that it is so diverse that we have about a third of in-state, a third out-of-state, a third international. What's really nice about that is everyone brings in their own kind of unique background, soccer-wise and even outside of soccer, and it creates for a great culture where we can learn off one another. It's not just coaches coaching, it's not just on us. We're very much about trying to give them the opportunity to kind of develop that culture within themselves, and the captains obviously play a big role in that too. And then even as a coaching staff, I mean, we're super diverse too. We just brought in 3 completely brand new coaches to our program, one of which has been on the men's side for the last year. Mauricio, we're very excited to have him on board, and then Raul's coming in with an extensive D3 and D2 background over even at MSU over across town, and then obviously Coach Juan's coming in from Virginia, and then we're also returning Coach Denise and Coach Kinder as well. So even as a coaching staff, we have a ton of experience, a ton of different opinions and opportunities to really kind of get the best out of this team as we can.
So as we move forward into our first games this week and weekend, have you guys set some goals for the season? Obviously, the UMAC is tough. You got a few really tough teams up at the top. You guys fell to Northwestern 1-0 last year, so you guys are right there with them. What are some goals you kind of set for your team moving forward? Do you take it day by day, or do you kind of try to start working into the UMAC schedule and working your way to the top?
Again, I think it's a combination. Obviously, we are looking at having a goal of top three for obvious reasons. We believe we can be in that top three, and we believe we can compete to win the conference. So that's obviously our kind of goal, our main priority. But at the same time, we don't want to think about that too much, because ultimately we need to take it day by day. Managing injuries is going to be tough. Managing obviously the losses that we just mentioned about is tough too. And also changing strategy and tactics is a big, there's a lot of time and effort and energy that goes into those decisions and building that within practices to prepare the girls ready to go out and attack the game plan on game day. So, it's definitely a step-by-step process with the goal in mind.